Got some major problems here tonight. First one, I don't even know if you can see it. Just spilled water all over the floor. Here, let me prove it to you. Let me put my sock into the water, sop up some of the water. Now, let's take a look at my sock. Yeah, looking pretty wet. That's not really the problem that I'm having tonight, though. The problem I'm having tonight, it's an anger problem. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Pretty angry. Here's my new business cards, though. I'm not angry about that. About this electronics playground. Yeah, I'm not angry about that. Huh. What am I angry about then? Had a little run-in today. Oh, yes. Oh, I had a run-in. I did indeed have a run-in. And you know what? The run-in itself wasn't that bad. Something happened during the run-in that really made me mad. Girl. Yeah, it was an angry day for me. When somebody does something and it makes you angry, it's kind of like they won. Well, today, somebody won. I would say I lost. It was a losing day. What was that, an election? We won, right? We won. Let me remind you of something. Remember that Mrs. Doubtfire video? Mrs. Doubtfire. Lady explains the entire plot of Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm hanging out today in Hollywood. You know. Now, it wasn't anything exciting. I was walking around by myself in Hollywood. Phoned up Yogurt Belly. You know, Yogurt Belly from Clown Sync TV episode 2. Ian Carson, also from episode 9415, whatever the fuck. Hanging out with Yogurt Belly. We link up in Hollywood. Alright, so we link up. We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna do some juggling. We're on our way to my car to go get some juggling stuff. And who should walk right around the corner but the woman from Lady Explains the Entire Plot of Mrs. Doubtfire. Small world. It took a second for me to recognize her. She didn't recognize me at all, but she's kind of funny. I kind of understand, though. Got the fake Wolverine look going on right now. I was wearing sunglasses. I was wearing a hat. Probably just looked like your typical creep. So she immediately talks to Yogurt Belly. Yogurt Belly's got a guitar strapped around his neck. He's walking around with an acoustic guitar, as you do. She says, nice guitar, whatever. It doesn't take long before I say her name, which I now know is a name she no longer uses. Why don't I just say it's, how about Frivolous Fran? Okay, Frivolous Fran from, again, Mrs. Doubtfire video. Before anything, and I don't feel bad saying this now, I didn't say it before, I didn't even talk about it in the video, but I want to tell you how Frivolous Fran came about, okay? I go to this open mic in Eagle Rock. I don't go there anymore because it's so fucking bad. I get so angry when there's bad comedians. So I go there, though, and I bring a camera, I bring release forms, I bring a little bit of money, and I try to find somebody who's funny. I basically approach them and I say, hey, I want to film you for a little bit, feed you some lines, give you whatever, $30. It'll take a half hour. You sign a release form. Can you do it right now? And that's how Interview with the Cop came about. On this night, and this has happened a few times, unfortunately, there were two people who were somewhat funny or weird, or I thought I could, get some good line readings out of and make a funny video out of it. They both declined. So two of these people say no, and at this point, I'm kind of like scraping the bottom of the barrel because you know what? Sorry, nobody else was funny that night. But I see Frivolous Fran sitting there and I say, all right. And by the way, I got like a Trump hat. I got a Trump shirt in this bag that I was going to be like, here, spit on it. Let's throw it on the ground, beat it up, say it's a piece of shit. So I see Frivolous Fran and I approach her. What can I say? You're about to see the video footage that wasn't the Mrs. Doubtfire reading that I can't even edit anymore. I'm basically just slapping together the selects and putting some dumb music behind it. Because I didn't like her. And when I say I didn't like her, I truly did not like her. Like, I don't fucking hate her. I don't wish bad things upon her. Sometimes you meet somebody and you just know. You don't like them. To be specific, it wasn't like I didn't like her appearance. It's one of these people who rope you in to being forced, kind of like right now, except you're consenting to it by pressing play, and you could turn it off if you want to. And to be fair, I could have walked away. Frivolous Fran is one of these people who just wants to talk about themselves. And not that I need anybody to ask me about myself, but she just wanted to talk about herself in such precious self-aggrandizing. She was so proud. She just wouldn't stop talking about all the things she was doing and how great they were. Are you getting a picture a little bit? when we start talking about, hey, I'll pay you to do this thing, you'll have to sign a release form, she's, what are we doing? What are we going to do? And I'm like, I'm just going to say a bunch of shit. I'm going to feed you some lines. We'll kind of improv, whatever. And she seems on board, and I say, yeah, I got these. So I reach and I pull out the Trump hat and the Trump shirt. Immediately, she says, I'm not wearing them. And I said, oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to ask you to wear these. I was never going to. I'm not going to wear it. I won't wear it. Sorry. And I just went, oh, okay. I was just like, oh, she didn't. It's weird. It's funny because I wasn't talking at all. And then when I did talk to respond to her thing, she didn't even listen to it. Let's get back to today in Hollywood, okay? So I say, yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire, remember? And I have to remind her of this whole thing. You know what else? Since I don't appreciate what she did, I'm just going to go ahead and say, the first thing she said when she came up to us, Frivolous Fran, was, do you guys have any extra money or weed? I'm just going to put that out there. You do what you will with it. I said, yeah, the Mrs. Doubtfire video. And she goes, oh, yeah, you never sent that to me. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, there's a reason for that. Because I hate to say it, I know people like that. And I know they're trouble. I know they want to start fights. I know you can't have a conversation with them wherein views are exchanged and perhaps considered. I know that doesn't exist with a person like her. So then I give her some information. Here's how you look up the video. And she starts talking about what she's doing, and it's like protesting to have an all-female writing staff for Family Guy for 1 month or one episode. So anyhow, this is when my feathers really got ruffled, okay? This is when I really got mad. I somehow in passing, and telling her about the video, I said, yeah, actually, there's an entire other video that I haven't put up yet, which is true, and that's the video you're about to watch. That I didn't know when I was going to release it. I got busy, but I think I just wasn't that inspired by the cuts. It's kind of funny, and so anyhow, I tell her, yeah, I got another video, and she goes, oh, well, make sure you send it to me before you put it up. Which, first, let's just be clear about this. Creative director, creative person's nightmare, okay, is 1 actor, 5 actors, 10 actors, 10 people involved in a project telling you need their approval for something, okay? If it's a video, if it's a song, it's a movie, whatever it is. So you have a little thing called the release form, okay? Which basically says they don't have any creative say whatsoever. The release form basically says they're agreeing to let you use their image however you want. So in theory, I could just take her image and put swastikas all over it and all kinds of weird, really bad shit, and I would never do that. But the release essentially gives you the power to do that. And the important part is it says they're letting you use the image, they're agreeing to it, and that's it. It's basically a thing, which I feel stupid every time I have somebody sign a release, because it's like, whoa, gotta get the release, it's gonna be really important. Well, here I have somebody telling me, make sure you send me the video before you put it up, which sounds innocent, but I didn't respond to it because I know that having a conversation about a release form with this person and just being what I usually try to be, which is frank and to the point, I knew it wasn't going to go well, and I knew also it wouldn't get anywhere, and so I just didn't say anything at all, really. And then she was still talking about saying, yeah, so if you could just send me the video before you put it up, just to make sure I'm okay with it, because I just want to make sure it jives with my current brand. Which I don't even know what that means. I don't know what her brand is. And I'm not just making this to shit talk somebody. It's weird that already, I've only been here for a little while. Is this an enemy? I don't know if that's correct to say. If she ends up watching this video, I doubt she'll like it. But that's what the release form's for. I feel like I've been quite fair in the whole thing. I make the dumb videos. We all know this. I make the stupid videos. And I put them up. And I put a lot of time into them. So you get somebody to sign a release form so that once you make your stupid video, somebody doesn't say, hey, I don't like that, take it down. Take it down. Oh, you portrayed me the wrong way. I'm not represented accurately in it. Oh, your edit did this to me. Your edit made me look that way. Those are pretty raw takes in what you're about to watch, for the record. The fact, and I know it's an extreme reaction on my part, but it's any time, it's just, again, the release form is such a stupid necessity of making videos of any kind with any kind of talent that it's bizarre to me that on such a stupid video that means nothing, that somebody would be trying to basically make me do anything. Don't make me do anything. Don't try to make me do anything. I don't need it, you know. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's presumptuous. It's, sorry to say it, the audacity of her to demand that I get her approval on the video. Her, who didn't even remember the event, didn't know about the video, that it existed. My fault, I guess, because I didn't send it to her. Won't be sending her this one either, but I suppose she could discover it on her own. And if she does, fine. I don't hate her. I don't wish her. Is that true? I might hate her now. Doesn't take a lot for me to hate somebody. Is that true? I never hated her, but now that she demanded that I get her approval to put my video up, that she was paid for and signed a release form, which I still have. Hate is such a... Do I hate her? Look, I've been angry all day, which again, someone else, Frivolous Fran won and I lost. And the fact, you know, compliments to some kind of maniac who even has enough... It's embarrassing that I'm a little embarrassed to be talking about it. But I guess I want to exorcise the demons. Here's the video. I don't even want to look at it now. I just want to put it out there. And at this point, the more interesting thing is that in this small world of Los Angeles, I bumped into who tried to make me do something. I mean, it's rare, it's amazing to me that I bumped into someone I knew. It's not just in the neighborhood, which, by the way, I live in Calabasas now. It's nice. I like it out here. Kardashians live here. Hey, I'm having fun again now. Ooh, it's time to have fun. I want to have a little fun. Yeah, I had a bad day. I watched Booksmart tonight. It was alright. Anyhow, watch Frivolous Fran. I'm not trying to get you to hate her. It's just, you know, there's a story there now. And it's not a pleasant one for my liking. But look, I hope that with this video, you learn something about my stupid life. I don't know if I learned anything. I think I know that I would have regretted saying, I'm sorry, I'm not going to send it to you for approval. You signed a release, you got paid for it. I won't be putting swastikas around your head or anything silly like that. I'm not going to, God forbid I should like superimpose a MAGA hat in the picture. I won't be doing that. But, yeah, I really wanted to say that. I felt compelled to say something like that. But, you know, you can't, there's some people you just know. I've met enough of them by now to where you know that there's no reasoning with them. You're not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna change their mind. You're just gonna make them angry. You're gonna make them angry and they're gonna be mean. You're gonna make them angry and they're gonna be mean.
Do you want to use my tripod?
I kind of like handheld stuff.
All right.
You sell insurance?
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of work in Tornado Alley?
Where?
Tornado Alley?
I've never heard of that place. Of course I work in Tornado Alley. Are you fucking retarded?
Do you think people are too sensitive?
No. You have no fucking clue what you're doing, are you? Do you? Whoever you are. Ginger-bearded man I met at an open mic and is now shoving a camera in my face. I'm not crazy. This is real.
Do you fear death?
I was born in Virginia.
What city?
Richmond.
Do you think about your mortality on a daily basis? Or at all?
Oh, fuck yeah. Every second of every day. Who doesn't? Like, I don't believe in stuff. I'm an atheist because people are setting up chairs and trying to do a show, and you're still recording. See, this is me putting you down. I've been paid $40 to talk at this ginger-bearded guy who's wearing a shirt with Andre the Giant on it. And a gray hoodie. Are you all in gray hoodies for a reason? Is that your uniform or something? Seriously.
I thought about that too.
Like, all of you wear gray hoodies. All of you guys like you.
Black pants.
YouTuber weirdos.
Gosh.
They all wear gray hoodies. It's like a uniform. They're in a cult. Alexandria, Fairfax, Loudoun, Quantico, Richmond, Charlottesville, Danville, Virginia Beach, Blue Ridge Mountains, Annandale, Falls Church.
Check 1, 2, 3. How's it sound?
Arlington.
You care about politics, right?
I care about legalizing weed, making college free, eradicating student debt, and universal health care. I got locked out of my old Twitter for 2 weeks.
How often do you cry?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Usually only when I'm off my meds.
Okay.
That happens every couple of years. Now that I'm a resident of California, I'm totally fine letting people know I smoke cannabis and I'm not ashamed of it. Here, I'm gonna do some voodoo on this hat now.
Are you still doing some at Look Love, or?
This is how you make America great again.
Would you give the camera the finger?
No.
No? Okay. Would you make a bunch of faces or no?
Sure.
Be like, get this fucking thing out of here, and then tip it off. Say it loud, though.
Get this thing away from my weed.
Did you enjoy this? Was this a pain in the ass? Was it just what happened?
I made $40, and I didn't have to take off my clothes.
What is that, goodbye? That was like you just tried to seal the whole thing with a goodbye.
I did.
Oh, it's over. I should stop filming.
Yeah, I usually wink when I sign off. All right, do you need me to wear a fucking t-shirt? It's over. I'm done. Get out of my face. Out of my face. Away with you. I fucking said goodbye.
Can you say, get the fuck out of here?
Get the fuck out of here. Now!
Seriously, dude, just...
Now!
Whoa. Be like, seriously, dude, just go.
Seriously, dude, just go.
And then be like, I bet you've heard that before.
I bet you've heard that before.